In this video, we'll take a look at this question. Now, this question is taken from time and work. So from the question, A can complete a piece of work in 12 days. So let me write here, A can complete a piece of work in like 12 days. And B here can complete the same work in 18 days. So B complete the same work, but this time in 18 days. Notice that A is more efficient than B. The reason being is that A can complete the same work in less days, which is 12 days, whereas B took more days, which is 18 days. Now, if they work together, so I need to add them for 4 days, after which A leave, meaning A stop working. So A stop working after 4 days. So in how many more days will B alone finish the remaining work? So we need to find the work done by B alone, the remaining work done by B alone. So in how many days? Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? Now, in order to solve this question, we need to find their individual 1 day work or 1 work day. So from the question, A, 1 work day is 1 over 12, and B, 1 work day is 1 over 18 days. Now from the question, they work together, so I need to add these values. So it'll be 1 over 12 plus 1 over 18. Now the next step will be taking their least common multiple. Now if I do the LCM of 12 and 18, that would give me 6 are 12, 2 9 would be 18, 2 3 would be 6, 9, 3 3 would be 9, 3 1 would be 3. So the least common multiple is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Now this will give me 36. So the least common multiple here is 36. I want to explain more when it comes to this part because most students, they simply get confused. The reason being it is the least or the smallest common multiple is because if I do 12 times 3, that would give me 36, and 18, which is the days. I hope you still remember this is 12 days, this one is 18 days, and 18 times 2 would give me 36. So this is the first least common multiple that give me the product of 36. So the next question you might be asking, what is the second least common multiple of 12 and 18? So 12 times 6 would give me 72. 12 6 would be 72, and 18 times 4 would give me 72. So the second least common multiple here is 72, and their factor is 6 and 4. But we will use the smallest in this case, which is 36. So let's do that. 1 over 12 plus 1 over 18, that would give me 36. Now 12 times 3 would be equal to 36, so I need to use the same factor to both the numerator and denominator, which is 3. So 1 times 3 will give me 3. 18 2 would give me 36. So 1 times 2, that will give me 2. So I'm left with 3 plus 2 over 36. So if I add those values, I get 5 over 36. Now before we proceed any further, most students got confused, so I want to visualize this fraction and explain with an example. So the next question you might be asking, what does this 36 here represent? Well, this 36 here represents the total work that needs to be done. So if 36 is the total work needs to be done, so the next step would be finding what is the work done by A and B individually. By A and B, the work done by A and B individually. We know that A 1 day work is 1 over 12. So the total work here is 36. So I need to divide the number of days. That would give me 12. 3 would give me 36. So A can do 3 block of work per day. What about B? B 1 day worked is 1 over 18. The total work here is 36. So 18 times 2. 2 block of work per day. As you can see, that the efficient here, A can lay down 3 block of work every day, whereas B can do only 2 block of work per day, meaning A is doing more than B. Let's visualize this using an actual rectangular block to represent the number of work or the total number of work. If I do 12 times 3, that would give me 36. As I already told you, this 36 here represent the total worked. So here this is my block and this represents the total number of work. If we count them, there is 12 column of blocks and 3 rows and 3 rows. If I do 12 times 3, that would give me 36 total worked. Now from the question, if we take the LCM, I get 5 over 36. So 5 is the total work of block done by A and B. But individually, A can do 3 block of work per day. So let me write here, 36 is the total work. If I color the number of work done by A, here 1, 2, 3. So A can do 3 block of work per day. What about B? B can do 2 block of work per day. So let me color it out. So B can do 2 block of work per day. If they were to work together, they complete 5 block of work per day. You can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, this 5 over 36 represent the same thing, which is 5 over 36 or the total work done. Now, for the question, if they were to work together for 4 days. Now, if A and B were to work together in 4 days, we need to find the fraction. So let's do that. So we know that in 1 day, you can do 5 block work per day. But what about second day? Second day will be 10. 5 2 would be 10 block work out of the total. So I can color that out. So 1, 2, 3. So that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this would equal 10 block of work per day. This is the second day. But the question asked it in 4 days, not 2 days. Let's do that. So 5 over 36 times 4. Now 5 4 would be 20 block out of 36 block. So A and B working together for 4 days, they would have completed 20 block out of 36. So let's mark it down. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 block of work done in 4 days. Now from the question, after which A leave, meaning A stop working, only B continues. So in how many more days will B finish the remaining work? So we need to count the remaining work. We need to find the remaining block of work that needs to be done. But in this case, only B continues working. So let's do that. Let's find it out. So we know that in 4 days, both A and B completed 20 block of work over 36 blocked of total work. Now if A left, we need to find the remaining block. How do we do that? We know that the total block of work is 36. So 36 out of 36. If I cancel it out, I get 1. I get 1, meaning 36 divided by 36 give me 1. So that will be 20 over 36 minus 1. That would simply give me 36. If I take the LCM, or the lowest common multiple, that will be 1 times 36. 1 times 36 will give me 36. I need to do the same with the numerator, which is 36. So that will be 20 minus 36. That would give me, if I do 36 minus 20, that would give me 16. So that is 16 over 36. To find the remaining, you simply subtract the value, meaning we know that it is 36 and the total block of work both A and B are done in 4 days is 20. So that will be 36 minus 20, which give me 16, which basically give me the same thing. You might be wondering what am I doing here? I'm just simply subtracting the value to get the remaining set of blocks. Now we need to find the number of days done by B, the work done by B. So let's do that. Now we know that the remaining work is 16 over 36. Now in order to find how many days the work done by B alone, we can simply divide those values. We know that from the question, B 1 day work is 1 over 18. So I can simply divide with this value. So the number of days or the total work would be 16 over 36. divided by 1 over 18. I can simply flip to the value. If I do that, the sign change from division to multiplication. It will look something like this: 16 over 36. Now the sign, if I flip that, it will change to multiplication. 18 here is a denominator. At the bottom will go up, will be 18 over 1. If 1 is a denominator, we simply do not put it there. We can just remove it. So 18 1 would be 18, 18 2 would be 36. So that would give me 16 over 2. Now 2 times 1 would be 2, 2 8 would be 16. So 8 days. So if B were to continue working, it would take him 8 days. So from the question, we see that option C is the correct answer, which is 8 days. Now if the question asks, what if A continues working but B left and stopped working? We know that A 1 day worked is 1 over 12 days. I can simply divide using this value. We know that the remaining block of work is 16 over 36. I can simply divide it with 1 over 12. Now I need to flip those values. 16 over 36. If I flip, this sign change from division to multiplication. And 12 denominator go up, which is 12. I don't need to place 1 there. So 12 1 would be 12. 12 3 would be 36. So I get 16 over 3. Now let's divide this. I have 16 over 3. Now if I do 3, 5 would be 15. That would give me remaining 1. If I place 1, so 3, 3 would be 9, which basically give me 5.3 days. Which checks out because A is more efficient than B and A can do more work than B. So A can complete the same work in 5.3 days, whereas B can complete the work in 8 days, the same work. Now, if the question asks what if they were working together, A plus B, and A did not left in 4 days, but they were working together, we can simply use that fraction, which is the 5 over 36, the total block of work. So I can do 16, the remaining out of the 36 blocked, divided 5 if they were to work together over 36. I can simply flip the value 5 over 36 times sign change to multiplication. We know that it's 36. The denominator go up, become the numerator, and 5 would be at the bottom. 36 cancel. It will be 16 over 5. So let's divide that. 16 over 5. 5 2 would be 10. We have 6. That would be 60. 5 12 would be 60. So if they were to work together, they would have completed in 2.12 days, which is a lot faster and quicker than if they were to work individually. So therefore B can complete the work in 8 days. If A were to work alone, he would complete it in 5.3 days. And if they were to work together, both A and B, they would have completed in 2.12 days. Now let's actually revise what we have just learned. In order to solve this question, I need to find the 1 day of work. We know that A is 1 over 12 days. So I have 1 over 12. B is 1 over 18. The next step you need to do is take their LCM. If I do the LCM, I get 36, the total worked, over 5. If they were to work together, 5 block out of 36 block. 36 block. The next step would be check if they work together in 4 days. So I need to multiply the value in 4 days to check how much did they complete the work. It will be 20 over 36 block. So this is the number of worked or blocked if they were to work together, 20 over 36. But after that, A left and stopped working, so we need to find the remaining. So if I do that, I get 16 over 36. I can simplify this. If I do 4 would be 16, 4 9 would be 36, so that would be 4 over 9. So this is the simplified fraction of this, of 16 over 36, which basically means the same thing. I need to find the work day done by B. As you can see, 1 day of work done by B is 1 over 18. So 1 over 18. 1 over 18, I can simply flip. 18 1 would be 9 with a 9, 9 2 would be 18. So that would be 4 2 would be 8 days, which basically give me the same answer. I hope you learned something from this video. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.